Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to hopefully what will be a successful day of harvest. So I just blew down the grain tank this morning inside there, trying to get all the barley down. I'm just trying to clean everything out as best as I can before we get into the canola. We'll probably take the truck up there and just auger out a few 100 kilos just to clear the machine right out, and we'll just feed that to some sheep or something. So the plan of attack for this morning was to get this pickup front on, get everything set up in here ready to go and harvest canola. Then we might go over, get it tuned in, and then Dad might take over in here because we've got the problem with the draper front over there with it's got an oil leak, which if you watched the last episode you would have seen. So my job, I think today, it's a Saturday, I'm going to have to just ring around like crazy everywhere till I can find what I need, and I'm just going to have to drive around the countryside and get what I need. But I'm hopefully everything's at Crystal Brook, but look, where like most areas are well through harvest, and so I suspect parts might be a little bit hard to come by. But anyway, we're going to do that this morning. That's going to be my job, because once we finish the canola we want to keep going. We don't want to lose another day, because we already lost 3 days with this thing being in there for those shaker arms. So but the weather this morning, I had a jumper on. It was 40 degrees yesterday. I had a jumper on until I got moving, and so we were thinking we'd be able to crack into it straight away, but it was quite cool and damp feeling this morning. So maybe by the time we get everything set up here, we might actually be able to get go over and get a start. So yeah, first things first, we got to do this. And it looks like I've got a couple of calibrations to do, so we'll get them done. I think I got the rotor in low speed and the feed accelerator in low speed, so I'm just got to adjust my rotor speed now, and then I think I've just about done everything else. Look at that, my belt's even adjusting everything. I think we might be on here. Well guys, nothing left to do but have a red hot crack. Maybe we try and move that thing to the front hole. It's too low now. Yeah. So basically we're heading back to the workshop at the moment because we're having trouble with the canola feeding through this pickup front. So basically what's happening, and look, full disclosure, I haven't ever grown canola or harvested it, so you guys are learning with me today. What's happening is the crop's coming in under here and it's just jamming up against the belt here and up here, and it will not feed in. It just gets stuck there and it won't go any further. Now, to me, this bar here needs to be, I don't know, almost a foot higher so that it can allow that crop to go in under there. At the moment, it's just squeezing it so tight. These things are flexing up like this, just about, trying to let the crop through. But there's just no adjustment on this thing. Like, I can move this forward to these holes, and I can possibly swivel this back, but even then I think we're still going to struggle because they're 40-foot windrows. They're pretty big and you're trying to squeeze them through this tiny little gap. I think we almost might, yeah, look, I don't know what these pickup fronts are supposed to be like. Are we missing, is there some parts that you can get that extend this up a little bit? I don't really know. Maybe I've got to make up a couple of plates for here and just see if we can extend this up a little bit. Not sure, guys, not sure at all.
That's not good. What's going on, mate?
On a 635D, one of the draper drive motors has decided to let go while it was sitting on the trailer. Yeah, I don't know whether you can just put it in there like somewhere for after hours collection, just in case I don't get over there. So I spoke to one neighbour, and then the neighbours who are actually harvesting canola up next to us, just up the back road here at the moment, one of them stopped in and they looked at it, and everybody agreed to basically take this thing off, because it's no good for canola. It's not really designed for it. It's a shed ornament now, but there's no adjustment in it really to get it up higher. We got 40-foot windrows, and that's just, there's no adjustment to get that up high out of the crop. So they said basically on a nice day like today, it's not going to do anything anyway. Take it off, you'll probably have way more luck with it like that. So that's what we've done. Let's go back and have another go. Basically, one fella there was saying that he reckons that those pickup fronts weren't really designed with canola in the front of the mind for harvesting. It's probably more so made for someone over in Canada who's picking up windrows of barley in the wind. So take it off and see how you go. You'll probably get along better with it. Have a look and see how things are looking in the back end here. Looks like it's all being separated. The front pre-cleaner looks a bit choked up, but looks like it's separating okay, which is a good start. Yeah, bloody hell, I don't know guys. Probably really need a drop pan to check how much we're throwing out the back properly. Little tiny black seed be bloody damn near impossible to find out here. There was one there. Yeah, there's a few down here. Yes, well, I don't even know what to say. This is all a learning experience, guys. And let's be honest, it is a John Deere. They're not renowned for being the best machines for harvesting canola, so hopefully we can just get it to a point where we're relatively happy with it. Working like a charm. Alright, we're going to set Dad loose on there for probably most of the day, because I'm going to go get these parts, try and get that front fixed up. Might drag another bin out here for him. We might even bring the chaser bin over and drop that down one end of the paddock, just so if he ends up in an awkward place, he can unload still. But there's no point having the chaser bin out here for this crop. Like, yeah, she ain't going to yield too flash. I put it in on a 7 tonne per hectare wheat stubble from last year, and it was just a little bit behind the 8 ball from the get-go, so it is what it is. It's all been a learning experience, as we all know. And yeah, I did put the camera down while I was trying to set up the machine and everything there, just because I needed to be concentrating and I just could not be bothered filming it. So we sort of got things to where we think we need them, and yeah, we're going to run it and get through it. Yeah, just follow me up the back road maybe, and then pick me up and we'll just go grab the chaser bin?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll change of plans. We're not going to clean the chaser bin out and take that over there, because he's just basically going to be able to work up and back and get a reasonable amount in the header, and he'll just dump every time. So yeah, that saves me a job. Actually, before I hop in there, do you guys want to see something really cool? You guys see this oil here everywhere? Glistening, everything's covered in oil. Well, if you've been following along here for a while, you know that this hydraulic cylinder went a bit of a lean at one point there after seeding, and I tried to pump it back up and move it and I couldn't. Well, yesterday this thing just went poof and just shot oil everywhere. We were standing nearby, and it just dropped the whole bar and it hit the ground. So, you know, we're just winning at life at the moment here at Lock Valley Farms. So we're just going to get another bin out in the paddock for Dad, and then he's got plenty of space to harvest into. So since we got to head over that way to get some parts for the draper, I'm thinking we might take a sample of this canola over to Gladstone and just get them to check it, make sure there's no nothing wrong with it, that we haven't got a low oil content or it's undeliverable for some reason. So just give us the all clear and give us a bit of confidence when we send a truck in that they're going to accept it. Sample acquired. Hey, are you going to take my grain sample for me?
No.
Got your high vis on?
Yeah, the grain sample. Remember, we're going to take it.
And are you going to get my parts for me?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, thank
What else
you.
do you need, Dad?
What else do you need?
A 3-piece feed from KFC, thanks.
Go show him. Ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Looking very farmer-esque. Guys, I'm a very lucky man, and my beautiful wife and my beautiful eldest daughter have decided to help me out and take that sample to the silo and pick up my parts from Crystal Brook. So that'll save me a bit of time. I can just get down and get that front pulled apart now. Family farms are for family after all. So right now I'm just going over to meet Dad. We're just having a lot of trouble getting this sample to clean up at all on this machine at the moment, and since they just had the sieve and the chaffer out of it, we wound both of them back to 0 on the dash, and I stuck my hand in there, and neither of them are shut all the way. So we think we've got the sieves set in a certain spot, but they're not. So what I'm going to do, we're going to head over there now. I'm going to get in the back of the machine, pull a cover off, and we're going to use the dash, wind the sieve and the chaffer back to 0, and then I'm going to get in there and manually crank them all the way shut. And then we're going to recalibrate them. I did recalibrate them this morning, but for some reason they're out of whack. So right now we think the siev's set at the bottom sieve set at like 2 or 3 mil. Well, I can tell you it's way more open than that, because I can pretty much stick my finger in there. So that's why we're not getting a great sample. So we're going to try and get this stitched up now, and hopefully things will improve a little bit. They would have just been out of their range, or they wouldn't have twisted back far enough, because they were put in probably not wound back all the way. Well, those sieves were out by an absolute country mile, so hopefully we've got some improvement there now. I mean, when I was out this morning trying to set it up, I was thinking surely it's got to be a little bit better than this. We're just ending up with white, chaffy stuff over the entire top of the sample. So now it's just, there's a bit there, but it's not just covering everything, so that you can't even see the canola in the grain tank, basically.
On the
How's it going now?
Yeah, the sample's definitely better. I mean, there's still plenty in there, but definitely improved the sample.
Well, it sounds like we've got some improvement over there, so that's excellent news. I should probably get cracking on with this thing here and try and get this sorted out. Not looking forward to it, but you know what? We got to get into it. We got to get it fixed because we got to harvest. Whee, bit of pressure. Alright. Alright, so it's a bit of a pigsty around here, sorry, and some time has passed because sometimes you just got to farm. I had to put the camera down. I've rebuilt, or I've put a seal kit through this pump. I think I'm going to regret that because one of the seals did not go in there very well. But anyway, we'll get it connected back up, we'll give it a run and see how it goes. But I also had to go and load a truck with cracking barley. They wanted some of that for seed, so I had to go up there, move an auger, fuel an auger. Been trying to do this, and look, I just put the camera down because I just wanted to get stuff done. But I've got that roller and that pump there ready to go in now. I think we'll sit that in there, bolt it up tonight, and then probably just come back to it in the morning. Might see if Dad wants me to swap out with him on the header, and maybe I'll do a couple of hours on there this evening. So I think Dad is almost out of room up there. I'm going to run another bin up to him. Apparently the power has gone out here, no power at the house, so there ain't no point knocking off going to the house, can't even have a shower. So might as well, if Dad wants to do a bit of a swap out, I might, yeah, put in an hour or two on the header and keep peeling it off. I'm just going to run over the road here and see how much barley roughly we got left in those bins over there. So I can organise a truck to take that to the silo tomorrow, and then that'll clear out all those bins. It's probably about 40 tonnes there, I reckon, to go to the silo.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Anyway, I might just do a couple of boxfuls and
Yeah, pull back down to the low 20s.
we'll put in a quick shift on the header now. But I tell you what, guys, I'm absolutely spent today. This felt a little bit chaotic. Maybe not to you guys, but to me, definitely has. So it is 8:22 p.m. The power outage was reported at 6:52 p.m. today. Estimated restoration 1 a.m. tonight. Our crews are travelling to this area. Well, I sure hope that if I put in an hour or two out here that they get on top of that, because I would love a warm meal and a hot shower tonight.
Oh, that didn't work. Most dissatisfying dinner. What an interesting week.
Oh well, it's better than no dinner.
I was like, yep, still hot, but that was how many hours ago?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to still be warm.
Oh, you might as well stay out here. Nothing to.
Well, that's what I mean.
This is, yeah. I don't really know that I like canola. Sorry, it's not very warm anymore. Hopefully it's at least tasty.
Well, it's about 10 o'clock. I'm going to call it for the night. Still about 23 hectares of canola to do tomorrow, so we should knock that off. But it has been pretty crazy today, so I'm going to go home and get some rest. Thank you for watching the videos, everyone. We really do appreciate it. If you want to support the channel or you want to see more videos, just consider liking and subscribing. That helps us out. You guys have yourselves a good one, and until next time, see ya. Is this romantic?
You tell me.